My armored fingers are...
Hello everyone, welcome to episode 20 of Review-a-thon, and today we have Legacy Knockout, which unfortunately the robot mode is not accurate. Come on, the closest thing to a G1ified knockout is literally the IDW comics. They could have just adapted that design into the figure. Pardon my hiccups. Like, here, the figure looks very bulky for its own good. Should have been thinner, but not as thin. And of course, the staff just sticks out like a sore thumb. Amount of kibble, but yes. This should have been a new mold, but instead it ended up being a repaint and retool of the Studio Series 86 Jazz, which I do have. I will show you the comparison. See, this is Jazz, and this is Knockout. The reason why it fits Jazz better is because this aesthetic is strictly G1, while this is just simply Prime, or the Align continuity. But the head is a little close to accurate, but the nose is just there. Even Filch did it better. Anyways, a little bit of a positive. The colors are crisp, and of course I like the attention to detail, but that's kind of a universal thing with Jazz. Even though they did remodel the crotch, the feet, even the chest, that's a standard. But not the arms. Are you serious? Anyways, let's stick to transformation. Sorry, Jazz. And now, the vehicle mode. The saving grace. And the aspect that the only redeemable quality about this figure, the alt mode. Even though the robot mode is not as accurate to the source material, the vehicle mode tries to be accurate. And it actually manages to look slim, just like in the source material. Look at that. I love the attention to detail, but there are some parts that are pretty much unpainted. Like, they could have just painted some of its parts, but I get that. But I do like the decals, though. Crispy. The yellow wheels. Here. And I like this. But they could have just remodeled the entire front of the car to kind of look like an Aston Martin. Anyways, I like this vehicle mode. It's better than the robot mode, and I like it. So, the final verdict is, the vehicle mode is the saving grace, the redeeming quality. But aside from that, this figure is just the weakest out of the entire 86 Jazz mold. He's just not accurate to the source material. But I understand with the whole legacy thing, but they could have just designed the figure based on the IW 1.0 version. That balances the G1 aesthetic with Prime. This does not. So I'm giving this figure, unfortunately, a 4.2 out of 10. I'm sorry.